ESPN's Adam Schefter reports the Bears are, quote, leaning toward trading the first overall pick in the 2023 NFL draft, thereby locking in Justin Fields as the starter. I mean, this is not the final word. It's only February 27th. We have 2 months of draft rumors to go. This kind of always seemed like the most likely outcome, though, did it not? Like, I think even if the Bears in their heart of hearts want to trade Justin Fields, I thought they would always just find the proposition untenable to like tell the Bears fan base, hey, I know we've been trying to find a quarterback for 40 years, and we finally got one that's kind of exciting, but we're going to trade him.
Yeah.
It would be reason. So tell me, this kind of seems like the most likely outcome, correct?
Right. I mean, it would have been a huge upset if Schefter or somebody else on the national scene had reported the Bears are keeping the number 1 pick and like it's not for sale. Then like that would be like a clear signal that they would be done with Fields the year after he almost broke the single season QB rushing record. So I think that this was always in the cards. And for a team as bad as the Bears, and they are truly, truly terrible. They're
bad. They're real bad. And like they took longer to collapse from like their 2018 high on both offense and defense than I thought they would. But they completed the post Vic Fangio bottom out in 2022. An awful, awful, awful roster. Yeah, I
mean, they're set for at least a 2-3 year rebuild. So if they can parlay the number 1 pick overall into later first round picks, early second round picks, and they can stock up on like, I don't know, one idea I had is viable starting receivers.
Yes,
for the Bears. That would be cool.
Well, it's another reason they need draft picks is they did trade a second rounder for Chase Claypool.
Come on, are you kidding? That cannot be. Like right now, Chase Claypool is the number 1 receiver for that. Well, I guess maybe
Darnell Mooney still is.
But okay, but neither of those guys, both of those guys are at best number 2s, probably number 3s.
Those are both guys who are solid number 2s on like a championship level team. They're probably number 3s.
Get some receiver help, get some offensive line help. Justin Fields is constantly under siege. And really,
partly it's his fault. Partly it's his fault. We must throw that in there. I feel like.
I mean, but any mobile, when you have a mobile quarterback, you know what you're getting there with
it's true.
running into sacks and like we saw that with Russell Wilson forever.
Yeah, with Josh Allen, like, I'm letting a guy break me in half yet again. Oh well.
I know. Yeah. So I mean, if you just look at like PFF grades, overall grades from last year, you have like the pass rush for the Bears is dead last.
Well, I thought you were going to say their pass blocking too. Where no offense, I mean I love my local grocery store. They have grocery stockers on their offensive line.
Right. Nothing against grocery workers, by the way. Yeah. So I mean, but their defense was an abomination. 26th in coverage grade last year. So maybe using some of that to bolster the defense. 32nd, dead last in receiving grade, and that makes sense. Look, when you have Byron Pringle out there running 100% of routes at some point during the season, that's not good. It's not good.
Put some respect on Equiminius St. Brown's name, Denny.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the Bears they're just the classic. There's a reason they have the number 1 pick. I mean, they should have the number 2, but Lovie Smith won't go there. They should have, but they need to stockpile as many picks as humanly possible. They are a textbook. This isn't like a fluke number 1 pick. This is they earned this number 1 pick the hard way.
Yes.
And they need to stockpile as many picks as possible.
Absolutely. And as for the teams that would vie for that pick, I guess the Texans would be near the top, so they can move 1 spot ahead and get Bryce Young, probably, or maybe CJ Stroud, but probably Bryce Young.
Bryce Young is supposedly only 5'10". That's supposedly the bombshell coming out of the combine this week.
Yeah. He's going to stand on his tippy toes and he's going to eat lots of McDonald's over the next few weeks. Because he's not going to be at the combine, or he's not going to do the.
He's not going to participate. Yeah, what people have pointed out that there's no way he can participate because in addition to his height, he's desperately needed to get his weight up. So he's going to be showing up just like I'm always a rocked up 210 pounds. But coincidentally, I can't do any of the workouts this week because he'll be too heavy to do the workouts, but he can't show up too light and appear to not be durable at the NFL level. So he's really kind of walking a tightrope as he heads into our glorious combine.
I would be I am a little more hesitant to say oh, huge red flag. And I know this is a completely different position, but we did this with Devontae Smith. At least I did this with Devontae Smith, where it's too skinny. It just can't work. And look where he's a top 15 receiver in the NFL.
You do this all the time with Kyler Murray and the height, though.
Well, but there's a difference between Kyler Murray's height and Bryce Young's height.
I think Kyler's taller than Bryce Young.
I mean, but if we're acknowledging reality, then
he's definitely thicker than Bryce Young. Kyler is big and strong. Bryce Young looks 5'10" to me.
Kyler Murray's like 5'8".
No, he's not. No, he's
no, I mean, really, if we're actually being remember Ben Roethlisberger was listed as 240 when he was clearly 340.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
come on. We can't trust these.
Ben played big. Ben played big. We were talking about grocery workers, by the way. Do you think you'd be strong enough to push in all those carts, Denny?
No. I know this for a fact. I can neither push in the carts nor pull out the carts.
And you should see me. I go totally He-Man on the carts. I love ripping a cart out of a big old cart scrum. I do love. I love jamming them in there too. I don't want to break the carts, but I love jamming them in there.
I know. Okay, I've embarrassed myself many times, as recently as 2 weeks ago, where I've gone in and I'm hyped. I'm I don't care. I'm grabbing the first cart I see in the scrum and I'm pulling it as hard as I can, and it's coming out no matter what. And I do it, and the whole line of carts comes with me,
and you
I'm oh geez, oh my god, I almost knock over an 85-year-old woman behind me, and it's embarrassing.
Strain your rotator cuff real quick. Some of the trade ups, I mean, the Falcons could trade up. I guess maybe the Saints probably don't have enough ammunition to get to number one.
No way.
I'd say the Falcons could be, the Lions could be, the Colts are definitely going to be one of the prime suspects. Producer Adam points out. Man, yeah. I think the Colts and Falcons, maybe the Panthers. The Texans are the best position. The Texans, it'll be so annoying for them to have to pay that premium to move up literally one spot. But if they want Bryce Young, they're going to have to do it. I feel like the Titans could be a dark horse. There's some interesting teams in here. But
I agree
someone's trading for it.
Yeah, I agree with producer Adam with saying the Colts. I would put the the odds on the Colts have, the picks, the players perhaps to entice the Bears into that. But poor Texans, man, they came so close to having the first pick and nothing.
They absolutely botched it. Very rare that you will see a botch job quite that bad, but it's pretty fascinating story. And by the way, if you're itching for more draft talk, our sports betting show Bet the Edge also broke down who could go first overall in the draft. They do this kind of stuff all the time. You can listen to it wherever you get your pods, or check it out on the NBC Sports YouTube channel. Really, really smart guys over on Bet the Edge.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's going to be the number one overall pick market's always fascinating, but I think this year it's particularly wide open. I don't think the league is quite settled on Bryce Young as the number one overall pick. Right. Mostly because of the spindly side. Again, I swear I'm not 5'9". I'm a real 5'10". You just can't really probably be my size and be an NFL number one overall quarterback. It's tough out there.
Well, I think you're selling yourself short.
We debate about this. You always claim I'm taller. I have to beg and plead with you that I'm not as tall as you think.
One day I'm coming to Missouri and we are standing back to back, and people will be like, "Oh yeah, Pat's 2.5 inches taller than Denny. Look at that."
Maybe every kid I add an inch just because they need more dad strength. With every kid we bring into this big, beautiful, crazy world, Denny.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBC Sports and Rotoworld.com. Just want to thank you so much for watching what you just watched, or at least being too lazy to click out of it after the autoplay just kept it going. So either way, thank you so much for just letting it scroll by your screen. And now I'd like to ask you respectfully, okay? Respectfully, please subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel for the latest NFL news, fantasy headlines from Rotoworld, and betting analysis from NBC Sports Edge.